Value. We're always looking for value in the market, right? Where's the best place to be? I'm telling you, this next few minutes we're going to talk about an area that is so far undervalued compared to what's around it. You're going to want to buy multiples. Take a peek. We are talking about the secret silver uncirculated sets. Remember, uncirculated sets were introduced by the U.S. Mint in 1947. They were in hard cardboard with a flap over it, 2 coins per. It was their first generation packaging. In 1959, they transitioned to a poly pack, so they improved it, but they were in the yellowish envelope. And then in 1964, they stopped proof sets and they stopped min sets completely. And then 3 years later, in 1968, they opened the doors again. Uncirculated sets have a new look. There's a Philly and a Denver sleeve, and they're in the beautiful white envelopes. This is the original packaging. Proof sets were moved to San Francisco, and the whole new era has begun. Secrets inside of the first couple. The Kennedys were still silver. They didn't change the copper nickel Kennedys until 1971. A lot of people didn't know that. Now, if you follow the Kennedy series, you know that coin, that bottom shelf, is the deal. And tonight, look at our price. We're at $49.95. We're $20 under our regular price. It's a killer deal tonight. That coin right there, the 70D, was only issued in this set, and my competition sells it for $60.50. So they're selling you one coin out of these 3 sets for more than I'm selling you, 20% more than I'm selling you all of them in the original government packaging. That's the kick this one has tonight. It's the price on top of the craziness. Now, most of the time when we talk about silver Kennedys, from 65 to 69, we're talking about the coins that were put into circulation that a lot of people didn't know about. And they're fun coins. We talk about them a lot. Can't find them much anymore because they were destroyed in 1980 when silver went to $50 an ounce. But finding the original packaging for the uncirculated, this is it. The uncirculated sets, this is it. Now, you might have seen these in a different format. It's not real. They're repackaged by a creative company to give you the coins of the year. They call them year sets versus the true uncirculated or UC set, as the U.S. Mint labels here. So tonight, these are 4 of the 3 sets, the only 3 sets that were ever released by the U.S. Mint this way. A P sleeve and a D sleeve. You notice the Philadelphia sleeve does not have a $50. It does have a San Francisco cent, by the way. Ha ha. The only Kennedys made from 68, 69, and 70 were at the Denver Mint. Philly didn't make any of the uncirculated. And again, the Holy Grail's right there. This set, the entire Kennedy series, was started in 1964 in honor of our fallen president, and it's still made today. They haven't had a Kennedy $50 in circulation since 2001. For the last 20 years, they've been making them for collectors only. Collectors only. And you know what? Remember last year? They made a little over 3 million Kennedys, the P's and the D's, and they sold out in a matter of minutes. We have the 2023s on our site right now. If you need them, join us. So you have 50 plus years, almost 60 years of Kennedy $50 now out there. What's the rarest uncirculated Kennedy, everybody? It's the one on the bottom shelf, the 70D. That's why my competition sells that alone for $60 and change. And tonight we have them all for $49.95. Normal price, $69.95 with us here. They're selling the sets for $32.75, $29.75, and $76.50. Added up, they're over $130. We're less than half and a lot less than half. And they're beautiful, gorgeous, pristine sets. We buy a lot of uncirculated sets, a lot of proof sets, and the ones that aren't, they're all in the original government packaging. But again, there's a difference between how about this, which is make a relationship to cars. 57 Chevy convertible, right? Dream car for many car heads, gearheads, right? Like myself, love them. Is there a difference on a car that has 100,000 miles on it and still runs nice, looks great? It's the car, or the one that has been showroom kept since day one, has under 2,000 miles on it, all original. Which one sells for more? The original. The one that hasn't had the wear and tear of real life. Whether it's a car or, in this case, uncirculated sets from the U.S. Mint. Well, tonight we have the start of the modern era. Again, the U.S. Mint stopped making proof sets and they stopped making uncirculated sets in 1964. That was the last year. And then in 1968, they opened up again. For those 3 years, all they made were SMS sets. Not proof, not unk, a special finish. 68's when the whole thing changed over again. New packaging, new look. And they really spiced it up a bit for us because that 1970 set, for some reason, the last year they made a silver Kennedy for circulation. It didn't even get into circulation. The circulation strikes on silver Kennedys were 65, 66, and 67, Philly only, 68 and 69D, which are the two upper sets here, but the 70D was only released in this set. And then in 1971, copper clad moving forward, and it's been that way ever since. So if you add up all the Kennedys and uncirculated again, you come down to one simple thing. That coin right there is number one. If it's a Morgan dollar, it's the 93S, right? Then the Kennedy series, it's the 70D. The Peace dollar series, it's the 1928P, right? It's the key, the lowest mintage, period. Guys, we got to put a 1-minute clock up. Thank you all for your patience. The phones have been off the hook the last 2 or 3 minutes, and we graciously appreciate that. We're always going to do our best to find the best stuff and then make it the best price. Again, my competition, $130 for the same 3 sets. My competition sells just the Kennedy in a capsule cut out of that 1970s set for $60.50, 20% more than we're selling you all of them in the original packaging. It doesn't have to be expensive to be rare. It doesn't have to be expensive to be special. And these are special. The last of the silver Kennedys in the original government packaging. And tonight, at one of the lowest prices I've seen in a long time. I mean, at $69.95, we were half the price of our competition. They approved us lowering it tonight. We want to bring in some more customers. $49.95 it is. Don't miss out on it. Join us. If you have one, nothing's better than having 2, is there? Let's have some fun. Give us a call. But it is time for us to be moving on.